nga ba ang tagal naman mag-draw dun sa ibang mga streams like STEM? What could be
Mm.
going on?
I have no clue. Like, nakapagtataka kasi laging sinasabi na priority yan.
Hey guys, here in a nutshell with me, Ina. Nagkaroon na naman ng isang malaking draw for French speakers under Express Entry. 4,000 invitations were sent out. Tapos yung score cut off, I think 400. Ang tanong ng ilang mga consultant, na syempre nga naman, inaabangan din nila yung mga draw para sa kanilang mga kliyente. Grabe na tong French draw. Hindi ba sumusobra na ito? Nakakalimutan na raw yung ibang mga categories. Bakit daw ba puro French na lang, Attorney Lou? Dangzalan, welcome
May
back.
donation ako para sa kanila.
Ano yan? Hindi ko makita. What is it? BP, ikaw. Tumataas kasi mga BP nila, no?
Oh, tumataas yung BP nila. Ilang buwan na yan, napansin ko.
Oo. Okay, but let's go to the facts first. It's true, no? Talagang ang lalaki nung draws for French speakers. Tapos, there are some categories that seem to have been left behind. For example, ang dami rin mga Pilipino nag-aabang sa STEM draws, which, as you told me earlier, 2 years na walang draw. Tapos, other categories like, transport? I'm not sure about education, yung mga ganyan. Why? Do you share the same sentiment, Luna? Grabe ang itong French draws, nakakalimutan yung iba.
Yes. I think, obviously we all have our own preferences and biases here. Personally, my bias here is that we all need to accept that Canada is officially bilingual in English and French.
Okay.
So that's the first step. Everyone is encouraged to pick up their second official language, whether they were born in Canada. Is the immigration policy, is it supposed to be like, how do I put this? Is it supposed to be a platform through which the government can advance its official bilingualism policy? Well, the answer is yes, according to the official bilingualism policies of the government through the Official Languages Act. Question is, how do you implement this? So, from a perspective of program design, dun ako parang nagkakaproblema sa choices that were made on how they would encourage Francophone immigration to Canada outside Quebec. What do I mean? So while it is good that Canada is encouraging Francophones or French speakers to immigrate to Canada outside Quebec, the question of whether to put this on express entry is a valid question. And nakikita natin yung criticisms. Yung nakasabay ko na nag-testify sa House of Commons when I got invited back in early February, he made a point na bakit nga daw ba dinadilute yung mga economic programs by so many invitations being issued to French speakers for the French category-based draw. So dalawang levels of criticism kasi yan. The first level, which you identified correctly and very succinctly nung nasa studio tayo, is that there are additional points for French speakers for the calculation of their CRS point. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, there's also a separate category for draws na targeted for French speakers, regardless of the kind of work experience you have. You could be a grocery supervisor. No offense to grocery supervisors, right? You can be a general labor person, but in a skilled position, for example. No offense to those people who are in that position. It just so happens that you have level 7 French. And then you could get an invitation versus someone who works in critical care as an ICU nurse, for example. Kasi hindi siya ma-draw dahil ang taas nung points cut off, even in the healthcare category. And dahil 0 points na siya for age. So parang yung question ng mga critics na bakit nga ba kasi nasa express entry ang French is a very valid one to my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Parang, oo nga, no, doble-doble yung incentive sa kanila. So, I'm not against French draws, no? But you're right. to me, the way I see it, and please correct me if I'm wrong, no, dito sa observation ko, it sort
You're
of
wrong.
goes
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
it sort of goes against yung sinasabi ngayon ng IRCC na what they are looking for are skilled. Di ba nga, i-reform pa nila yung express entry. Gusto nila high-paying, high-skilled ang ma-attract. And yung mga nandito sa loob ng Canada. The way I understand it, yung current or yung recent French draws, ang baba nung scores 400. By the way, give us an idea
Yeah.
nga ba, how does one get to 400? Is it really easy to secure 400
Yeah.
points?
Let's unpack
Oh,
that. Like, first of all, in regards to your point about, akala ko ba ito gusto nyo, pero ito nangyayari. First
yeah,
of
yeah.
all, we need to understand that the new reforms that they're talking about is still at the consultative stage. They have not
Mhm.
implemented anything. So we're still working with the old rules.
Mhm.
Okay? Advantages and disadvantages, whether you like it or not, those are the rules at this time.
Right.
Of course, we are free to criticize that. And that is precisely what we're doing right now. Second question mo is like, how do you get the 400 points? Well, you need to have a bachelor's, maybe a 2-year program, some work experience in a skilled work position, CLB, maybe CLB 7 on your English, right? You don't need to speak French at that point. You'll probably land somewhere in the 380s to 420s band, somewhere there.
How does that compare? Yung skill set and yung back profile ng isang taong in that score range doon sa
Versus,
inaasam ngayon nung ibang streams like CECs, yung mga ganyan na 500 plus. Ano how would you compare them skill-wise?
It's hard to say kasi ito na nga yung problema, di ba? And this is why express entry is being reformed.
All right.
The reason is because the express entry system right now, with the various programs inside it, it's no longer responsive to Canada's
I agree.
needs.
Yeah.
Diba? That's why there's talk of reform, and I think they will push through with this. And that includes reforming yung program for French. And this is kind of like one of the points that I raised in the House of Commons. Kasi diba ni-raise nga ni yung consultant na galit nung nag-testify, si Paolo Sini yun. I think, may point siya. May point talaga siya. Pero yung ano kasi, parang anong offer mo? Tanggalin na lang yung French doon. I guess so. You know, kasi may mga nakikita na akong mga consultants na kinikriticize. Eh di, bakit pa tayo nagpapanggap na economic ang express entry kung ilalagay nyo ang French na, hindi naman economic? I'm like, excuse me po. Yun yung una ko naging reaction. Kasi parang, porket ba't economic, dapat nasa express entry at yung hindi nasa express entry, non-economic, paano yung mga caregivers, for example? Excuse me lang ha? Paano yung provincial nomination na economic, clearly? Etong mga caregivers, wala silang ambag sa ekonomiya. So, ibig sabihin dahil French speaker ka, wala kang ambag or mahina yung pag-ambag mo. We acknowledge that there's a problem with the express entry rate. Kaya nga nire-reforma, di ba? Kaya nga, i-direct nyo yung energies niyo to providing suggestions. Hindi sa nagbubuhat ng sariling bangko, pero meron akong dinala. Meron akong, yung criticism lagi ng mga trolls sa comments section.
Anong
ambag mo? Sabihin natin, anong inambag ko? Sabi ko, well, i-blend in yung French scores dun sa express entry in such a way na ini-incentivize ninyo yung totoong skilled persons na kailangan ng Canada.
Yeah.
I-build in ninyo dun sa category base, hindi yung sarili niyang kategorya ang French. But rather, we're targeting Francophones who work, say, for example, in healthcare kasi alam naman natin kailangan ng service delivery in both official languages.
Yes.
So, you hit two birds with one stone, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun, ambag yun. Yung kritisismo na, hindi naman economic. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. Di porket may platform ka, maganda.
No, I agree, no? I think it's a matter of a redesigning. And I won't be surprised, baka dun sa magiging reforms ng express entry, may somewhat changes in that regard because, di ba parang may lumabas din na consultations din ba yun for category-based draws wherein the respondents are saying na we need less of French speakers. Hindi naman nila sinasabi na tanggalin. It's just that hindi daw dapat yun yung i-prioritize. So I think it's a matter of prioritization.
I'll bring out my crystal ball. My crystal ball says the numbers are not going to change for Francophones, but it's going to be recalibrated.
Okay.
It's most likely going to be recalibrated na yung nakakapasok na Francophones, yung mga skilled. Kasi ang problem with the current system is, yes, you are encouraging Francophone immigration, but they're not exactly the type of skilled people na targeted in healthcare, in the
Yes.
trades, in construction, in STEM. So why don't you blend in the French incentivization in the critical sectors that we need? Yun yung sinabi ko. And
Yeah.
tama ka. Dun sa lumabas na white paper, tatanggalin nga yung extra 50 points, up to 50 points for just speaking French. Na
Yeah.
yung language points ano na lang, pagsasama-samahin nila. Which I think is the right approach.
Right. Pero actually, simple lang din yung naisip ko palang isa pang aspect dito. Bakit nga ba sobrang laki nung bulto ng invitations kapag French draw? I read somewhere, no, for example, yung French, 4,000 kahapon. Yung recent CECs, mga tig 2,000. Why? What is
You
it?
can't you can't say that this is the forest if you look at 2 trees. You have to look at the entire picture.
Right.
So for example,
can you explain to us yung volume-wise?
Also, for example, in the last 5 months, alam natin na ang daming CEC draws. Kaya nga bumaba yung cut-off scores, di ba? It went down to 505 or 506 if I'm not mistaken. Pero tumaas nga ulit dahil ang liit na naman, tapos nakafocus na naman daw sa French. So yan na nga, umaangal ng mga tao. Kasi everyone is expecting or hoping na bumaba yung score na umabot ng mga 501, 502. Ito kasi yung mga naka-general liberal arts, supply chain management, logistics. No offense to people who finished this. Pero ito kasi yung mga occupations na generalists yung labas ng trabaho.
Okay.
Na hindi naman in high demand in Canada. Pero because they have the education in Canada, they have the skilled work experience in Canada, they sort of know how to use the system in their favor. So I think it was also a strategic move on Canada. If I'm reading them correctly, it's a strategic move on IRCC. You know what? We're going to hold off on CEC because we're going to start to scrape the part of the candidate pool na mga generalists instead of specialists. So punta ulit tayo sa specialists. Punta ulit tayo sa mga healthcare, punta tayo sa French, di ba? So yes, may problema ka sa French. That's fair. I also have a problem with the way that it's designed right now. Pero ang puro criticism, tapos wala ka namang idea na ilalabas. So parang, I don't know. You lose a little bit of seriousness in my books.
All right. Ito namang sinasabi that the French draws are being used. It's a political tool. Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Can you expound on that? Why are
Gusto mo ako talaga?
Observations na political tool? Bakit? Ano ang pakinabang ng mga kasalukuyang nakaupo dito sa French draws na ito?
Gusto mo talaga ako talaga. medyo controversial to kasi nakita ko rin tong stream of thought na to. Pero sige, purely academic. I'm not gonna make a value judgment. I'm not gonna make a commentary on this. Pero yung nakita ko ito, and correct me if you've seen the same thing or if confirm mo na lang or confirm mo na lang. Yung nakita ko is yung conspiracy theory dito, or I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or working theory of someone na they're assuming that certain ethnic groups will have difficulty in picking up French.
No? Hindi ko narinig yan.
So hindi mo narinig yan. Ako naririnig yan. Nakikita ko yan sa online.
Okay.
Yun yung favorite i-attack ng mga viewers mo. Hindi ko na lang babanggitin kung sino.
Pero naman, okay.
That doesn't follow. I've known people in that ethnic group who speak the language perfectly well. So it doesn't follow. So may ganong strand of theory. From a political perspective though, because it's a policy choice, right? Like, you make policy choices that you want to encourage Francophone immigration to Canada. Is it the right way? As I said, I don't agree with the way that it's designed, which is why we have an open and democratic system where we're allowed to do consultations, and kudos to IRCC for doing that. Ganda nung nilatag nila, in fairness. Maganda yung mga proposals nila for express entry reform. Pero syempre, of course, they want to get the comment of the public, the people who are, stakeholders, di ba? So, anong political ploy dito? Wala na akong ibang makitang political ploy. Ano yung narinig mo?
Well, hindi ko rin talaga alam. Sa totoo lang, I don't know, is it kasi yung dati, di ba, naririnig natin, generally speaking, attracting foreign migrants is for the votes. Hindi ko naman siya nakikita dito sa French draws.
So, to what end though? Like, I don't
Hindi ko nga,
understand.
yeah, sa totoo lang, no? But anyway, I'm sure our viewers na mga interesado din nagpa-follow ng mga
Lagyan nila sa
information
comments.
discussions, narinig na yan na parang political tool. Pero iniisip ko, ano ang pakinabang ba? Baka mas matalino, maraming mas matalino sa inyo, sa akin, dyan sa comment section.
No, I
Kaya
wanna I
ilagay
wanna
niya
hear it as well. Lagay niyo sa
Oo.
comment section. Gusto ko
But
makita.
yeah, it's just a lie I often see sa mga nagki-criticize sa French draws, no? Okay, last, meron akong, ano nga ba yung isa kong tanong? Okay. O dahil ito nga yung title natin eh. Ano ang palagay mo, Lou? Bakit nga ba ang tagal naman mag-draw dun sa ibang mga streams like STEM? What could be going on?
I have no clue.
Yeah,
If
no?
I'm going to be completely honest about this. Like, nakapagtataka kasi laging sinasabi na priority yan. So, alam lang natin yung usual suspects na dinodraw nila is either it's gonna be a full CEC, next would be French, then healthcare, and then some education and trades. Yun yung mga na-draw. Pero the rest, they haven't been drawn, like agri-food, transportation. Am I missing something?
Transport, agri, and STEM, yeah.
Transportation, I guess. STEM,
And may
STEM,
bagong
oo.
categories ngayon right?
Yun na nga.
Diba
Pero
may-
tignan mo yung mga bago na draw, di ba?
Oo.
Bato kasi sobrang ang konti lang nun, sobrang targeted kasi nung mga yun eh. Halimbawa yung sa military, for example, people biglang nakita ko yung mga consultants tsaka mga iba dyan, nagpo-post na parang, kung military kayo, ganito. And I'm like, guys, calm down. This is not gonna be a big draw. This is gonna be a narrow, like, targeted draw na naka-focus dun sa mga tao na nandun na gusto magstay. They're already working with Canadian forces, but they don't have their permanent residency yet. So, like, like, we need to be wary. Like, dami ng listahan eh. But, actually, as the list grows, parang lalo ako nagiging wary, parang nagiging unwieldy na naman yung program. But it's a good thing that we're also expecting IRCC to reform the system. So, yun nga, ito na yung pagkakataon to put in the comments.
There's definitely something off. Especially, for example, you mentioned skilled trades. Hindi masyado din na nagdodraw. Yan din, isa yan sa laging sinasabi nila na kailangan nila. Just yesterday, di ba, or 2 days ago, it was announced na magkakaroon nga ng isang program to attract skilled workers. Kung kailangan nila all this time, why haven't they been conducting draws in that category?
There are a few things working in there that, work against the trades draw in Express Entry. The first thing is, walang construction ngayon ng houses. I'm not sure if you've noticed that.
Okay.
Kasi nga, nagtatank yung real estate market ng Canada. So, private developers are not encouraged to continue to develop properties dahil mababa yung bentahan, di ba?
Okay.
So, gagawa ka ba ng produkto mo kung hindi na naman mabebenta yung produkto mo? Di ba? Laki ng capital mo dyan, tapos tetenga lang yung capital mo. So, this is why the government has to step in. Kaya may yung programa ng Liberals, yung Build Canada Homes or something like that.
Yeah.
It's largely private sector, driven, but also there's a big public sector impetus there, public sector push, in other words, to get them to start building houses, which would probably translate to like more affordable homes. Kung ngayon nagka-crash yung, hindi naman nagka-crash, nagpa-flatten yung real estate prices. So, we don't know how this, will translate in the next 3 to 4 years kapag mas marami tayong apprentices. So, the impetus as well in that program, Ina, I will also course correct there. Sasabihin ko, well, tina-target nila mga Canadians, Canadian permanent residents, not immigrants, di ba?
Right.
So, ito yung point ko na nung ko pa sinisigaw kasi yung mga iba dyan, ito mabilis yung LOA, business logistics, supply chain management. Again, sorry sa mga kumuha ng course na to Pero kasi anong gagawin nyo dyan sa course na yan after? Wala kayong hard skills na directly translatable into a high demand occupation that will lead to PR, di ba? So kung yun yung objective nyo rin talaga. Sabi nga nung isang consultant na nakita kong comment, parang, I'd rather have French draws na may legitimate CLB that can contribute to the economy than people who are getting PR na galing sila sa mga diploma mills, yung mga strip mall colleges nga, diba? So may point siya, to be fair.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
I agree. Alam mo, ayoko sabihin kasi na-appreciate ko naman yung mga professor ko noon. I feel like isa ako dun sa mga na-biktima ng mga
diploma mill. Kasi itong
Oh,
mga colleges na 'to sobrang sales obsessed
eh,
sila, eh. Yun
yeah.
yung problem, 'di
It
ba? Yun
wasn't
yun naman
really a
talaga
good
hindi ni-rein
program.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I totally get what you're saying. Alright. Okay guys kung meron kayong mga sentimiento din dito sa mga nangyayaring draws under express entry, let me know. Let us know down there in the comment section. How do you feel about these French draws, no? Pero I'm sure meron din kasi tayong ilang mga kababayan na pinupush ang French kasi yan din ang nakikita na lang nilang pathway. Marami nag-aaral ngayon na mga
Yep.
Pilipino ng French,
Yep.
hoping ayan, na dyan sila makakakuha ng kanilang PR. Okay, so we will end this episode here. As always, thank you so much, Ludang Zalan. Yung kanyang email yung nandyan sa baba kanina pa, ha? I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Lu. Bye!